our guest, Kurt Ruttman, who will tell you some things you've never heard before. He is one of the premier creative formulators of health beverages and beverages in general. And I'm learning things every minute from him, actually.
I can't hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
He is one of the creative health beverage formulators in our world, and we're going to get to this was supposed to be set up with another table already, etc., etc. We're not there. I have to reload something. We're going to be talking about revolutionary health discoveries that I have been either discovered myself or participated in the advancement of those discoveries. And then I'm going to tell you about the latest one that Kurt Ruttman is responsible for. So, unfortunately, okay. So, good afternoon. Welcome. My name is Robert Slovak. I've been in the health industry for 20 years. I've been very fortunate in my career to have been part of developing and advancing world-changing, paradigm-shifting discoveries related to health, improvement of health, curing of health problems, etc., etc. These included, the first I can say, the technology of reverse osmosis. My brother and I were instrumental to the development of this type technology from its early beginnings in 1970. And we developed most of the water purification systems related to reverse osmosis. And I've done that and continue to do it now in my 50th year. Everything from desalination to dialysis to drinking water systems, etc., etc. You can see one of the latest developments in booth 59. In 2004, I rediscovered the legendary medicine known as Canton marine plasma. How many of you heard of Canton marine plasma? Or just a few. It's certainly, I would call it the greatest medicine of our time, okay? And so many do. I discovered it as a result of being in a remote area of Brazil, coming down with bacterial gastroenteritis in a near-death condition, and someone giving me this, and I'm going, what is this? He said, all I know, a simple person, a carpenter, all I know is that it's our doctor here in the remote wild of Brazil, and it's the best shot you have. And I took that shot, and I'm here before you to this day as a result of these 6 little ampules that I took. And that's what it looks like. Rene Canton marketed this product, just like you see it there, for the first time in 1897. It is harvested from the ocean, from something called a plankton bloom, which is a massive bioreactor of the most amazing biochemicals on the planet. And it saved millions of lives over Rene Canton's time in the 20th century, in Europe and North Africa, as a cure for cholera, tuberculosis, syphilis, gastroenteritis, typhoid, influenza, and birth defects, and numerous other diseases. 20 years ago, I introduced this to North America and I've enjoyed every minute of it, and I want you to learn about it because it is remarkable. In 2007, Japanese researchers reported a groundbreaking discovery that molecular hydrogen, the gas, H2, two atoms of hydrogen that stuck together to make the gas, is a potent therapeutic antioxidant, signaling molecule, and regulator of hundreds of biological processes. It shocked the world. Hydrogen, we've known about hydrogen for centuries. No one thought it could do anything but make a balloon go up in the air. But the Japanese said, boy, you're not gonna believe what hydrogen does, and we've all learned. Now it's on the lips of everybody who's concerned about health. In 2009, I co-developed the first molecular hydrogen tablet. It's a tablet that you put into a glass of water that generates a therapeutic dose of hydrogen. We have it in our booth, you can see it, maybe many of you know it. It's become so popular over the last 5 years, we make 13 brands of molecular hydrogen tablets. Now there are over 1,500 studies on the many health and healing benefits of molecular hydrogen. If you want to find out about those, there's a separate website by the brilliant Dr. Tyler LeBaron, and it's called molecularhydrogeninstitute.com. And that's what it looks like, and it is really the most remarkable health molecule of the 20th century. How many of you have heard or even learned anything about this? This is new to some of you, right? That's fascinating. So, my fourth and current revolutionary health product discovery was made possible by Kurt Ruttman, whom I introduced earlier, of the H2 Beverage Company right here in Plano, Texas. Kurt is a master career beverage innovator, and many of us have enjoyed his past creations. I'm going to let Kurt tell you about his newest product, a remarkable functional medicine product called HydroShot, and he never fails to amaze, as he just amazed me once again 30 minutes ago with new information that we won't talk about at this show, but maybe the next year's show. And this is what HydroShot looks like. It looks innocent, but it's one of the most potent therapeutics I'm aware of. Kurt?
Hello folks, my name is Kurt Ruttman. As Robert just said, we have a facility here in Plano, Texas, where we actually formulated this product. I've been in the beverage industry for the last almost 40 years. Can't get a good job at 7-Eleven, so we've been stuck in that. As we went along, this product was actually developed because of personal needs. I'm always looking at something new and when somebody's talking about it. And because of cardiovascular issues and cancer, we went to work on a delivery system, an infusion system that said it couldn't be done. And we were able to develop a way to dissolve ultra pure molecular hydrogen into water and make it very stable. The best part about the delivery system is it continuous. There's patents out there in the world about other types that are all batch processes, where this is a continuous process, and we can change the ppm level of hydrogen on the fly. Whoops, went the wrong way. And as I said, this product is a functional beverage. It is basically combining molecular hydrogen H2 and creating nitric oxide. Everybody understands nitric oxide. It's won the Nobel Prize back in 1998. And there's probably close to 1 million clinical studies and studies about nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is a vascular dilator, increasing your blood flow. The benefits of HydroShot are pretty simple. All the ingredients are GRAS status approved, nothing artificial. We're using L-citrulline, which is an extraction of watermelon. Everybody knows that you can create nitric oxide from dark green vegetables and beets. The thing they didn't know is that if you don't have the right bacteria in your mouth, you will not create any nitric oxide at all. And 40% of the population is in that shape. So you could eat all the spinach you want and it's gonna not turn you into Popeye. It is gonna happen. So with this product that we worked on, it has taken a number of years to get the formulation right. And once we got the formulation right and we were seeing results, we did testing. Not just testing, they would say, oh, it tests pretty good or it looked good. We spent last few years, over 3 years, doing third-party clinical studies on the product's efficacy. Does it repeat? Does it work on that? It is shown to increase your blood flow. How much? Well, that beverage there is over 2.5 times. And they use functional NIRS, which is a skull cap with lasers in it, to read the blood flow in your brain. Nitric oxide itself is causing the increase, but nitric oxide is a short-lived gas. A few minutes, 15 minutes, and it's over. What the big thing about this product is, this product has been able to increase your blood flow and keep the nitric oxide in your system for over 8 hours. So it increases endurance, improves focus and alertness, reduces fatigue. And there's some publications that are in some medical journals that are listed there. The different testings that were used over the 3-4 year period, Tech-N, as I mentioned, it's called Functional NIRS. They're up in Milford, Mass. New Jersey Institute of Technology. Dr. Biswell is a globally recognized expert in brain imaging. The cortical metrics system, which they call the brain gauge, that looks at about 8 different functions of your brain. The WaveMed folks that use EEGs, and we're going to tell you something about EEG results, and then the FLIR for thermal imaging. At the using the functional NIRS device, you can see the graph there that here's your baseline. After 30 minutes of drinking HydroShot, it's gone up considerably. After basically 3 hours, it is considerably up. And we've perfected on this to even get up at a higher level at a longer period of time. These are the results from using the cortical metrics. You can see the increase 30 minutes after drinking the product, what it did to speed, accuracy, the TOJ, the time perception, fatigue, focus, and overall. Amazing. That was done, all this work was done at the Corpus Performance Facility here in Dallas. Dr. Jason Carmen conducted those. And it's a therapeutic facility that goes in for sports injuries and sport performance and building. They went in through a lot of testing on that. And this is kind of the type of results you would see where it showed the difference on the left side of your brain when it's coming back out of this whole area of how it increases tremendously. This is the one we always like because they were doing testing down in Austin, Texas. It was kind of a fluke thing. They wanted to do an EEG. And the first picture on the left is the person taking an EEG. As you can see, an hour later after consuming the product, that red area increased. Then they went to another one and stuff like that and did another study. And as you can see, what's happened is it's increased tremendously the voltage in your brain. So we asked the big question of the people who make these machines, what does that mean? And the first thing out of their mouth was, we don't know, we haven't seen this. So we said, that does me a lot of good because I'm lucky if I can read or write. So as we went through, we finally got Dr. Biswell at the New Jersey Institute involved on this side also. And this is causing functional connectivity of all the channels in your brain, focusing its electrical charges one direction. So As we went through this whole area, we then used the FLIR, and you can see the picture A, what a hand would look like. B, after about an hour of drinking the product, you can see the change. And it'll increase your color of your hand, and also will increase the temperature of your hand by 3-4 degrees Fahrenheit. Basically, as the product we talk about, it's hydrogen enriched. It produces nitric oxide. The simple study of this whole situation is that when you take it, hydrogen can penetrate your blood-brain barrier. It goes into the mitochondria of your cell. It increases the production of L-glutathione. The citrulline bypasses the liver and gets converted in the kidneys into L-arginine. L-arginine will oxidize very quickly, but with the hydrogen and the situation of the L-glutathione, it stops any oxidation, causes the recycling, and it's pretty doggone simple stuff. And we stumbled our way through. It's the old story about a blind squirrel and an acorn occasionally, and we found it on this one. And it causes a constant recycling of the nitric oxide for hours in your body, causing the increase in the vascular expansion and stuff like that, and increasing the blood flow. We do have a product that will be coming out. And Robert, I said I wasn't going to say anything about it, was that can actually kick it up extremely high, 5-6 times over your baseline. You know, it's, again, wellness, water and wellness is, you can pick it up there. It's 12 cans to a package. We're over at booth 59, and I hope I got it done in time, right? See that? Sorry I had to talk so fast, but he said get off the stage, Bill. So, any questions or anything else or no answer?
Will it affect your sleep? Do you not want to take it before you go to sleep?
You would not want to take this at time of sleep. It does create a deeper sleep. They've done studies on, and we have all sorts of data about this, of the cycles of sleep you go in, and you get a sounder sleep because the product keeps you more active during the day. We've done some work with My Clear Day in San Antonio with Alzheimer and dementia patients, and they're starting to see this work. They started in June a very unique study that is going to be, because with Alzheimer's, what's happening is, and the waste that's in your brain cavities and stuff, is that gets flushed out when you go into the deep sleep cycle. And you got your spinal fluids coming up and going out. That lasts not very long. HydroShot is working the same way to flush out the plaque and stuff on your neurotransmitters in your brain. And they're starting to see that effectiveness. So you want to drink this product in the morning on an empty stomach, because it penetrates through the side walls of your stomach into your system. What you want to be able to do is, if you really feel you drink one in mid-afternoon, you don't get the jitters, you don't feel this wild utopia of energy, but it'll keep you active. I mean, my family and stuff out of the lake house, we'd come down there and the kids would ask, "Where's Dad at?" And he says, "He's out watching windows." He's doing what? And my women love it because you got men out here working and stuff, because you don't want to sit around. And what happens is you're more tired. We've seen this with the Alzheimer patients, that the Alzheimer patients got better sleep. They did not sleep during the day. They became less disruptive and emotional with the caregivers. So there's a lot of potential that we're going through. We know what it does in a lot of different areas. Thank you.
All right.